Our expectations are still high. I mean, we're looking to contend for the Big 12 championship. We're, qualify to postseason regionals. We're looking to get back into the regional final. And I mean, the one big thing that we, haven't been able to do, in the recent years is qualify to nationals. So I mean, the same goals are still kind of what we're shooting for and what we're striving for. But that's kind of, that's still what we're looking to do.
The years flew by, and with last year being my first year doing all around, it was super exciting having a little bit more packed meet day and stuff with doing all 4 events, but I personally love it. I love doing all 4 events. I'm really grateful to be nominated as all Big 12 all around and floor this year, so really working towards that and upholding that standard. And honestly, as a team, this is the 50th year of Sun Devil Gymnastics, so we've talked a lot about the legacy from past gymnasts and stuff, so really just working to uphold that and continue pushing this program to the success that we know it can have.
What's the biggest area of change, I guess, maybe you would say you've seen in the decade that you've been running the program here?
Program was in a much different spot when we took over, when I took over 10 years ago. So obviously the expectations have definitely changed and shifted towards kind of where we're back at. The history of this program is huge. I mean, there's 4 runner-ups. You can turn around. The board behind you's got, the 88 All-Americans and 6 national champions, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? So, there's the expectation is there, and it always has been. The history's there. When we took over, obviously the program was in a different place, and I think we've obviously worked over the several years to shift it back towards where it needs to be, and put that priority back where it is now.
Walk me through what an all-around meet day is like, because I know people see it, okay, you're competing in every event, but what are the logistics like of that? Are you running from station to station kind of thing?
Honestly, yeah, there is a lot of that. Our coach always says it's a lot of hurry up and waiting. So, you'll run to put your grips on real quick and then wait for your turn, run to your warm-up, and then wait till you compete, and then kind of just the same thing. That honestly is how the meet day runs. You hurry up, get to the arena, wait to warm up, but it does all go super, super fast. And since we are on such a tight schedule with the 4-minute warm up, 2-minute transition and stuff, it is all very structured, which I personally love.
For you too, how do you kind of, I guess, switch your mind between events? Because it's a similar skill set across everything, but you're going from beam to bars is a little different, and vault is a little different. How do you kind of mentally block, okay, I just finished that one, I'm on to the next event?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. That's definitely something that I have had to work on, being in the all-around, because before sophomore year, when I mainly just did floor, obviously I was kind of just focused on floor and the passes that I had to do, but with transitioning to all-around, I think I've really had to practice, like you said, almost blocking out the last event, the past is in the past, and just really focusing on the present moment and stuff. But we talk a lot about mindset and having a strong mentality, obviously. So with that comes a lot of keywords and stuff. On each event, I have a very specific routine that I even do in the gym during practice. So when it comes to competition, it doesn't feel like a super different apparatus or anything, but just really focusing on that routine and those keywords when I move from event to event.
What does having somebody like Kimmy mean for what you guys are doing here and her ability to compete in the all-around and be, Big 12 honorable mention and everything this year? How important is she to what you guys want to accomplish?
Super important. Every team needs, athletes like Kimmy, leaders like Kimmy, things like that. Someone that, she's got the experience, you can rely on her. She handles things really well. She handles pressure situations well, great teammate, amazing student. So, every team needs, as many of those types of athletes as possible. So we're very, very lucky, and super excited for her this year. She's had a fantastic preseason. She looks like really, locked in and geared to get off to a great start.
Go back, 5 years or so, and you're looking at colleges, you have different opportunities. What kind of advice maybe would you have given your younger self to, like, hey, yes, ASU is the place, and to see where you've ended up in your journey now?
That's a good question. Some advice that I'd probably give myself is honestly just trust your gut. Being from California, obviously Arizona's pretty close, so I knew I always wanted to stay close, so that kind of narrowed down my search, which was nice to have that. But some advice honestly would just be look at what the past has done and see how I can commit myself to helping the present team and staying in every moment and just even helping the younger generation around me. I love working with the freshmen. Like I said, like those 4 years went by so fast that I look back and reminisce on my freshman year, and I just want to give them the same experience that I had because it was so wonderful. But also too, just looking at a program that really not only wants to help you gymnastics, but help you as a person. I've personally grown so much here at ASU, and a lot of that I give credit to my coaches as well as other teammates, former teammates. They've really just helped me grow into who I am today, and I appreciate it so much.
When you look back to it, the history of the program, you've been here for 10 years, and Coach Spini was here for
33.
Over 3 decades. I mean, that's got to be almost. I would imagine it's unusual to have 2 coaches be a bulk of the 50 years, right, of the program.
I talk to John quite frequently, so I'm constantly picking his brain and just trying to, I mean, maybe not follow in his footsteps, but still just, again, like live up to that legacy of like, I want the same things he wanted. Like I want this program to be highly successful. I want the women to be highly successful in everything they're doing. So I mean, it's like I said, I don't typically slow down and think about things in terms like that. So when you're saying it, it's like, that's kind of very humbling to just start going there, because I'm, usually just day-to-day grind coaching and, what are we going to do next?
Yeah!